Welcome to the RSN Zone, a athletic performance factor. I'm Andrew Milo, and joining me is Matt Skura for a regional championship Friday. Matt, we're going to have some good games on here tonight.
Oh, yeah, we got, I think, 2 games going on right now that
Yes.
we're broadcasting. They both started at 6:30 today, the Andrean Southmont game and then the Hobart South Bend St. Joe game. And then Maryville, Michigan City will be starting here pretty soon. And for all you outskirts of the region people, Knox and Angola is going on right now also.
Knox has certainly gained a lot of national attention with Miles McLaughlin passing some big names that we know, like Derrick Henry in the all-time rushing in national. So he's moving up that list. I know a lot of people are going to be watching that game to see if he can get to move forward, see how much closer he gets to that national record.
Yeah, and along with that, the team moving forward too. You know, if he can get the yards, and at this point now, he's got all the state records he can get. Working on the national records, but its main focus is team right now. You know, you want to get that state championship. You want to get Knox to their first ever state title game. You know, and it's looking pretty good for them as far as the path to state. Winning it'll be a different story, though.
And not only football on the Region Sports Network tonight, we also have live coverage of Hanover Central against Portage girls basketball. So with the snow coming down on Monday, you can definitely get that basketball feeling once again as football season is coming to a close.
Yep, and it was posted on Facebook also that we've signed an exclusive deal with Portage High School. So we'll be giving you all of Portage home games for the boys and girls basketball this season, and all their home football games. We'll be doing wrestling, baseball, and softball, I believe we'll be doing. So it's exciting things happening here.
And they got some beautiful facilities over at Portage, so I'm really excited to get back into that gym and do some basketball games. Did a classic there, double overtime against Michigan City. Hopefully we'll see more like that. But we're just looking around, not seeing any scoring right now. Maryville and Michigan City has yet to start. But Hobart and South Bend St. Joe, that's on the Region Sports Network tonight. And Drain is marching down the field. Looks like they're just outside the 10 on the 15.
It looks like, can't tell, number 1 is a quarterback. Dylan Gore is playing quarterback right now, and it looked like that was a handoff to Jeremiah Gonzalez.
Yeah, for Andrean, they could win their 4th regional championship in the last 5 years. They've won 4 in their last 6 seasons. And you said it, too. This is an offense that's really found its rhythm and tempo late in the year. It's really paying off, scoring 30 points in back-to-back games.
Yeah. You know, you got a nice little shuffle pass inside the 5.
That was a terrific fake. Get him out of the pocket. You see the linebackers bid on that. Get yourself another first down.
Yeah, I mean, right now in the game for Andrean, you got a sophomore quarterback in Dylan Gore and junior running back in Brady Stovall. And I think Raina, their other running back, their main guy, he's also only a junior.
Yes.
So, you know, good things to come.
It's a carousel of running backs for the 59ers. They hit you from all different ways.
And I'm sure one of them is more of a power-type running back, one of them is a speed running back.
And then you have your balanced one, too.
Yeah.
It also helps when you run behind Ben Novak, who just recently committed to go up to Madison and play for the Wisconsin Badgers. And the Drain, he broke the plane, right? As a touchdown?
Looks like it. No
yep,
signal
there it
yet.
is.
Yep.
The scoreboard beat the signal. But the 59ers on the board first.
Yep, Ethan Raina for the touchdown. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right.
That was just a nice drive by Andrean. Right down the field, running right up the gut.
And you got
on the board early.
Yep, St. Joe's driving down there inside the 25.
In South Bend, St. Joe just got inside the 20 of Hobart. Hobart got off to a bit of a sloppy start. We saw a bad snap, and the quarterback couldn't pick it up cleanly, lost a couple of yards, got behind the chains. Can't make mistakes like that when you're trying to make it to semi-state next week.
Yeah, St. Joe's only loss is to Penn, who's also playing in the regionals.
And Penn beat Crown Point. He's been the powerhouse of Northwest Indiana. Penn has Fort Wayne Carroll, and that game would have started about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, we'll get you an updated score on there here soon.
In Maryville, Michigan City, they're going to be starting soon. We're starting to see some starting lineups. But that was a game where Maryville dominated them. It was over 30 points was the final, and they cruised to a win against the Wolves. But the Wolves play clean. They're a tough team to beat, but it's just that Maryville offense has just been consistently explosive all year. Michael Hill, who's the Offensive Player of the Year in the DAC.
Yeah, I'd like to see Maryville play a clean game on offense, not too many drop passes, if any, at all, and see what they can do when they play clean. Defense is tough. It's going to be it should be a great game out in Michigan City. I mean, Maryville pulled away in the second half when they played Michigan City before. And, you'd like to see them stick it to them early and make a statement now because,
From what I'm seeing, Penn is up 9-8 on Carroll in the first quarter.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one. High-scoring game.
I was at the Penn game last week when they played Crown Point, and a huge struggle for them was the long snapping. I'm curious to see how they're going to address that against Carroll. As you said, this Carroll team, they had a lot of returners from last year.
Yeah, the quarterback came back from last year. They got their top 2 receivers back. The running back came back. So, they were, to me, last year they were a year away from being
really good.
A powerhouse. Yeah, and they play Center Grove, I think. They play Hamilton Southeastern.
So some of those dominant
schedule.
Indianapolis, Circle City teams.
Yeah, so they got the schedule to have the strength of schedule to, which, you want to get that. You want to play those 6A teams.
Yes.
To get a gauge of where you're at. Even if it is early in the season, if you can play them tough, then
Hey, we're going to be pretty good this year.
Yeah.
Good old, what do they call that, the litmus test, right?
Yeah, the old litmus test for that. So we got
field goal for South Bend St. Joe's, so they're up 3-0.
Yeah, Knox and Angola game going on. Both teams have traded punts on their first possession, and Knox has the game back. Ball back down, Knox. you're a little bit ahead of me. I'm watching the game. I'm watching the game on here. So
Knox only regional championship was in 2023. Angola's was in 1992.
Did they win regionals last year? Or?
They did not.
They did not.
That was according to IHSAA. That's a pretty reliable source.
Yeah.
I think they got there. And then
I was gonna say I thought they went to semi-state last year, but I could be mistaken. And I must be way behind on that because.
Don't you always hate that when you're watching a game?
The extra point.
There you go. I just watched it. Miles McLaughlin with a 50-yard run. To go
another day in the office for McLaughlin.
Yeah, to go up 6-0 with a PAT. Or they usually go for 2. I don't think they've kicked a PAT yet this year.
I'll tell you what, drove me crazy whenever you'd be watching a game, you're a little bit behind, and someone screams from the other room, touchdown, and you throw your hands up a little, thanks for spoiling it.
I will let you know they are rolling a replay at the moment. Oh. I think the extra point was no good.
But, yeah, that happened to us earlier in the year when we're watching our monitors and we had the 4-screen going on here.
Yes.
And
extra point is no good. 6-0 Knox.
Yes. Yeah. Are you mic'd up over there? Oh, so you do have a mic.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The man
2
behind the camera officially has a microphone. That's scary.
Yeah. He's been doing it the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks now,
I leave
since
and
the sectional started.
Justin wants a party after I leave. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah. But, 2-point conversion was no good for Knox. So, Knox is up 6-0 in the first, roughly midway through the first quarter.
Just peeking around, seeing if anyone's even within the red zone. I don't think anyone is.
No, St. Joe got a field goal out of that drive, so they're up 3-0.
Yeah, I'd like to see if Hobart can clean up the mistakes from their last drive, like a bad snap where they bobble it around a little bit. Because South Bend St. Joe, they looked dominant until they got within the red zone and struggled a bit.
Yeah, when that field shortens up,
it becomes very hard.
It becomes very difficult.
Yes.
Michigan City and Maryville are currently doing the national anthem, so they'll be kicking off very shortly out there at Ames Field.
Love going to Ames Field. Would love to go back for that game.
I've only been to one game at Ames Field, and that was the semi-state game when they played Zionsville.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I got on to 3 Michigan City games this year. 2 of them were at Ames. 1 was in Valpo. So it came to a point where I didn't need my spot board anymore because I knew the Michigan City team by that point.
Food smells delicious over here.
This is the first time I've been here since it's been open, and this is definitely a good hangout spot if you want to watch college football and the NFL. Yep. Or hey, March is coming up. March is in a couple of months.
Yep, we're hoping maybe next fall when we get this, we can have a nice live audience going on with all these games. That'd be fun.
Maybe you can be like Pat McAfee, get riled up, stand up on your chair, maybe keep the shirt on.
Well, definitely keep the shirt on. It's not gonna come off anytime soon.
Well, and Drain's got the ball back, and it looks like they're in business again. They just had a big play. Traffic over by Drain High School was a pain to get over here, but you can see why. Good crowd there in Maryville.
Well, yeah, I took
the 25, I believe. I was on the 20.
I took Cleveland Taft 55, whatever you want to call it. I took that in, and that's a pain in the butt to drive through down.
Ooh, what a hit by the Andrean quarterback.
59 Broadway.
Yep.
That's Andrean.
Andrean could be going up 2 scores before the end of the first quarter. Read option right there.
Big run for Elish.
And he ran over a safety at the same time.
Yeah, he plays both ways, too, for the 59ers.
And that's what you usually get from the 2A division.
Yeah, a lot of two-way players and best athletes on the field all the time.
You can imagine doing that summer heat we were getting in the fall time. Stop not trying to stand up a bit.
Yeah.
That could be the final play of the first quarter. I could definitely just see Drain running this clock down and counting it up as a win and get ready for the second quarter.
I think you just start all the games at 6:30. It's nice.
I like it. I like it a lot. I'm also enjoying the fact that the sun is setting, so by the time you get out there for warm-ups, you're already underneath the lights.
Yeah, that's nice, too. I really – that's the worst part of the football season is playing in, August and stuff like that when it's –
oh, it was brutal this year.
Fourth quarter and it's still light out.
Or even if you're running around and imagine you're being a 2A player and you're playing both sides and it's still 89 degrees. Playing on a turf field, the sun out, no thanks.
No, I never had the luxury of playing on turf. We played on grass, so. But
hey, nothing more fun than a rainy game in the natural surface.
Oh, yeah. I've been in a couple of those. We played at it was my junior year. Yeah, we played at Twin Lakes for the sectional championship. Mm-hmm. Rained all week. Got to Twin Lakes. Their field was like perfectly manicured grass. Unbelievable look. After warm-ups, just a giant mud pit.
Oh man!
Oh, it was fun. I was still getting 2 weeks later, still trying to get mud out of places.
That's what it was like for me at the Junior Bulldogs. It was natural, and then it went to turf. I missed those muddy games.
Where did you play the natural grass games at? Was it still
same
at
area.
the same area?
Same area. It was just they put the turf on top of it. It used to be just one field, then became 2.
Oh. Yeah, because I remember them playing like all day Saturday and then all day Sunday, it seemed like.
Yes.
And then there were some games played at Wheeler Middle School.
Some of them they would play at Crown Point High School.
Oh, Crown Point High School.
If the JV, it was when the JV team wasn't at home typically, so you'd play about Saturday morning.
You know what? That'd be nice to get the Super Bowl played at Crown Point High School.
Yeah.
For the
I agree.
For the Junior Bulldogs.
That'd be incredible.
As great as that complex is, it's which they just had the Pop Warner regional football games over there.
So that's what was happening.
Yeah.
I drove past it. And I didn't know who that was. But Fort Wayne Carroll just had a big play. They're on the 1 yard line at Penn. They score a touchdown here. They'll take the lead. They're down 1 at the current moment.
They just had National Signing Day went through, and they just had Vinnie Freeman committed to Cornell to wrestle.
Yes.
Over there, and just a shout out to all the athletes that made their had their signing day. I mean, there's so many that we can't really go through.
And shout out to the Irish.
Oh yeah,
big game tomorrow.
Big game, yeah. I wish we just had a list where we could just name off and rattle off all these kids and all their accomplishments of being able to play Division I sports or Division II or III or NAIA or anything like that. It's a great accomplishment. Don't let anybody tell you just because you're not playing Division I college ball that you're not an athlete. It's a great accomplishment to play college ball at any level.
Carroll just got into the end zone for a touchdown. They're up. And that's what's driving me crazy about this Miles McLaughlin is he's doing incredible things, and it's really the era that we're in now is to discount what he's actually doing. And they're talking about because he's only in 3A, he's getting the ball 40, 50 times. If you can't stop him, then why are you not going to give him the ball?
Yeah, why do something different if you're...
And that's what for me, I'm not enjoying the discreditment of his national accomplishments.
I'm not. Yeah, it's not fair to him. It's not fair to the offensive line. Yeah, you can say he did this, he did that, but that kid can play at any DA school.
Yes.
He can start probably running back at any DA school.
Yes. In 5 to 10 years, you look back on it and you wonder, why didn't I enjoy more of what he was doing when it was actually happening?
Yeah. You got too many people that want to discredit accomplishments and not
enjoy it for what it is.
You're right, exactly. Just enjoy it and be part of the moment.
Yes.
So I got an update here. Pioneer Panthers are up 14-0 on LaVille. That's still near the end of the first quarter.
You want to take a guess when was the last time the LaVille Lancers won a regional championship?
1998.
Way before that.
Really?
1982.
Oh, wow.
The Milwaukee Brewers were playing in the World Series as the American League representative that year, by the way. That's how long ago it was for LaVille.
Yeah, I know. Pioneer's been there quite a bit.
And they've been really good this year. Only one loss, 7-0 on conference play.
I think that one loss was to Knox, too.
So you tell me a lot of these undefeated teams probably at one point lost to Knox for the smaller schools?
Yeah. If I can get that, I'll look that up on good old John Harrell's.
Drain did not score a touchdown, but they got a field goal. They're up 10. Hobart, they went out 3-0 pretty early. South Bend St. Joe's got their ball back on their own 23. Again, you can catch all the action on the HSAA Champions Network. We also have the audio-only broadcasts on our YouTube. Is that right, Justin?
YouTube, Facebook, and regionsports.com.
Yes. None of them on Twitter or X, whatever the kids call it nowadays.
Yep, that's true. Maryville and Michigan City has just kicked off at Ames Field, so that should be a fun one out in Michigan City.
That's a game like we were talking about. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Because Maryville embarrassed Michigan City at Ames Field. Michigan City is going to get a chance to redeem themselves against a really good Pirates team.
Yeah, so Pioneers' only loss is to Knox. It was a 38-20 Knox, and that was the closest game Knox has played all year.
An 18-point game. That's the closest one.
Yeah.
And we have a score update. Angola just scored a touchdown on Knox, so it is now even at 6-6.
Pending PAT or?
Pending PAT, but it is 6-6. Angola just scored a touchdown. That game, they during timeouts, they've been replaying that Miles McLaughlin touchdown over and over and over again. So they're having fun with that game. So in other words,
McLaughlin ran for about 200 yards because of the replays.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so that was a game I wanted to pull up on my phone because, thanks to the modern data age, I can have my iPad and my phone going at once. More football, the better, right, Justin?
Absolutely.
Can you give me a volleyball update? You were watching Valpo, weren't you?
I was. Valparaiso, the Valpo Beacons, they are currently in second place in the Missouri Valley Conference.
Wow, good for the Beacons.
We're currently waiting to see if they're going to hold second place if they defeat Bradley tomorrow, and of course they're playing Illinois State tonight.
Ooh.
So it's going to be a fun time down in Valparaiso, Indiana, with the MVC tournament.
As long as you're just not a fan of the football team.
Football, they haven't gotten a win yet in the NCAA against an NCAA team, for the record. So they are 1-8 or 1-9, one of the two.
Yeah. But football's not the strong point at Valpo.
No, it's not their strong point, and then again, they are also dealing with having a new head coach. They just signed him at the end of last season, so it's a new coaching change. So it's going to be a lot of.
Do they face Butler this week or next week for the leather helmet?
I think they're playing them next week because they play Stetson tomorrow.
The good old Hatters. All right, finally got the Maryville Michigan City game to load.
Oh.
And Maryville is already inside the 30. Yeah. They wasted no time.
I got a Strachan Van Til's hometown scoreboard update.
There you go.
I keep forgetting to add that in there. Regional thing for us here, and the Andrean Southmont winner is Eastbrook Panthers 14, Adams Central 7, which is a minor upset brewing there, according to the rankings anyway.
Yeah, it has to be one of my favorite names I've seen for a team, the Flying Jets.
The Flying Jets.
Not just the Jets, the Flying Jets. To disassociate themselves with the New York Jets, who have 2 wins on the year.
PAT is good in the Angola game, so it is 7-6 Angola.
7-6 Angola. And we got Fort Wayne Dwangers up 15-0 on Lebanon also. I don't know where it's in the second quarter.
You said it's 15-0 Fort Wayne?
15-0 Fort Wayne Dwanger. Take that back. 15-6 Fort Wayne Dwanger. Lebanon just scored. 15-7 now. PAT. I need to wait until all that stuff's done before I... that has a lot of implications, seeing who's winning and who's going to win with as far as who's at home and who's not.
Right.
You know?
Do we have any idea what's going on with Fishers and Westfield?
We can find that one. I think they got it on the. There you go, on the IHSA Champions Network.
I mean, I will say that's the nice part about this time of year is if you're looking for a game, just go on IHSA Champions Network and type in the game that you're looking for.
It is 13-3 Westfield at the half.
But them being an hour ahead?
Correct.
I bet you Westfield was happy to wipe some sweat from their brow when Crown Point got knocked out, considering those two have met for semi-states the last few years.
Yeah, and I think Westfield might have had to travel up here if we would have played them.
The Crown Point, yeah.
Yeah, so...
We do have a Strachan Van Til hometown scoreboard update. The Maryville Pirates just scored a touchdown to make it 6-0.
Hey, man, you got to let me catch up.
In the first quarter. We got the monitors here along the wall here, so that's what I'm looking at.
And it was on a running play, 16 yards.
And the extra point
and Maryville are good
is good, so it is 7-0.
If Michigan City can't stop the run game, it's going to be another long night for the Wolves at home to close out their season.
You know what? And hopefully the weather's like this next weekend. Maybe not so warm, but if it's like this next weekend, Maryville is going to be tough to beat. When you get in that cold weather and stuff like that, then it's kind of rough.
And what does Maryville need if they want to host? Do they just have to win the game? Do they need someone to lose?
Concord to win.
They need Concord to win.
Which do have a Strachan Van Til's hometown scoreboard update, which is going in the region's favor here. Concord is up 20-7 on Lafayette Jeff with the PAT pending.
So they just found the end zone.
Yes. So it is.
Hobart scored a touchdown.
21-7 Lafayette Jeff.
So the Brickies are on the board. They're leading. That's also good news for the region. Because no matter what, we'll at least have one with Michigan City and Maryville playing for a regional championship going to semi-state. But if Hobart and Southmount scored a touchdown too, they missed the extra point. That's a 4-point game and Drain leading.
Yeah. Which, Concord's a tough team, but Lafayette Jeff and Maryville are very similar teams with team speed and how aggressive they are with throwing the ball deep all the time and trying to get it to their athletes at wideout.
Yes.
So, but I believe, Lafayette Jeff's at home no matter what, whoever wins. And Maryville will play at home if Concord wins.
Okay. So that's something that we definitely will be looking forward to as the night goes along.
Yeah, and then I can't get John Harrell to pop up here, but
we want to give an end of quarter update.
It's nice to see. I think
Angola over Knox at the end of the first quarter.
Okay.
What's the score?
7-6 Hornets.
7-6 Hornets. So Knox has the possibility of something unprecedented going on if Knox can win and Twin Lakes beats Fort Wayne Lures. Knox will have sectionals, regionals, and semi-state all at home.
Wow.
So they will have only played one road playoff game. That is like the ultimate.
And of course, if you get the state, it's
guide.
neutral for everyone with it being in Indianapolis.
I would like to see them. It's probably a very expensive cost, but to play the semi-states, all the North semi-states, all 6 classes at Purdue or Notre Dame or something, and all 6 Southern semi-states like at IU or something in one day. That would be an interesting thing to get. You can get a fan, especially if it's all region teams from the Fort Wayne area or South Bend area or our area, where you can go watch 5 games in one day.
Yeah.
Starting at 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. or whatever it is and going all the way to.
Yeah, I've never been to Indianapolis when teams have made it down there for state, but it has been an experience.
It is
to be
fun.
able to sit there and just watch some of the best teams in the state face each other over and over and over again.
So I was coaching at Griffith in '97 when they went down, and it
wouldn't have been Lucas Oil at that point.
No, it was the Hoosier Dome.
The Hoosier Dome, okay.
Yeah, so we played on the actual AstroTurf.
Or just carpet?
Yeah, it was just carpet, And typically, all the games are played on Saturday. And typically, you would go in and do your walkthrough pregame because you had like an hour and a half. You take your team picture on the Colt logo, and then you just do your walkthrough and stuff. And Coach Racky had a full bore hour and a half practice. Everybody ones versus ones, full go for the full 45 minutes, whatever we had on that.
Right.
And kids were killing each other, and we played right after Andrean. So I think 1 and 2A played Friday night, 3, 4, and 5 played on Saturday.
Was there a 6A or
no 6A at the time?
So it was just up to 5.
Yeah, so it was just 5 classes. But so we had Andrean played before us, so you had all the Andrean and Griffith fans at the Andrean side, and then they all stayed for the Griffith game.
Well, that's awesome.
It was crazy. I think that game Andrean lost like 3-0 or something at the time. I think Bobby Finn was a quarterback over there.
Okay.
And it was a madhouse.
I will say that's the nice part about the region is that when it's regular season, everyone hates each other. Everyone else wants to beat one another. But once it gets to the playoffs, your team gets knocked out, but you want to stay in it, you jump onto another region team and support them by this point. I'm a Crown Point graduate. I'll say it. I'm hoping that we'll see an Andrean, a Michigan City, or a Maryville, whoever comes out of that game, or a Hobart. Just want to see the region get represented. Because I also went to Butler, and their Circle City snobs will constantly talk about how we're not good up here, we're not athletic, we're not to their level yet. But as this area continues to grow, I could see the region producing some pretty good dynasties and winning some state titles.
The thing is I think we are athletic. Just the Circle City's got open enrollment.
Yes, so that's the problem.
The best athletes are going to the better school.
Yes. And we're starting to see that a little bit up here. We're starting to see some guys jump ship and go to other schools and get better opportunities.
Yeah.
I could see that down there where it's more dream teams than people sticking with their high school.
You got your Brownsburgs, you got your Center Groves that aren't part of that, and they've developed winning programs. New Palestine.
Yes.
New Palestine's an example. I think that guy's been there for 10 or 12 years, has probably lost 1 game, 2 games every year.
But then you get a school like Cathedral.
Yeah.
Where it's so massive and you get so many kids to come over, and some of them are willing to sit a year and develop and then play the next year. And
it's always next man up over there.
Yes.
But so in Class 2A, the scenarios we got, if Andrean pulls this one out, which are up 17-6.
Yeah, we had a technical difficulty.
5.5 minutes left.
But then they scored a touchdown looking like a passing play.
If Eastbrook wins, Andrean goes to Eastbrook.
Okay.
And if Adams Central wins, they come to
and where
59 Broadway. Good question.
Was it Knox or Angola? Okay. So we're looking at a 12-7 right now. Or pending PAT. And it's a third TV down here.
You would probably say pending 2-point conversion for Knox. So
yes, it looks like they're lining up for it. And they are lining up for it. They are going to go for 2. Hobart, good run. They got a first down. They're marching down the field.
Yeah, the timeout there. That's a big 2-point conversion. So Eastbrook High School is...
Kind of like March Madness, where you hear some of these smaller schools and you have to look it up where they're from. Like I wouldn't tell you that Duquesne is from Pittsburgh until that year they pull off an upset in March Madness.
That's going to be a nice drive. It is off of 69, just east of Marion, Indiana.
Okay.
South of Fort Wayne.
Oh, okay.
Off of 69, north of Muncie. But, yeah, the closest big town is Marion, which is probably like 15, 20 minutes away from Marion.
Do want to say this. Michigan City punted away. Maryville has the ball back. They got a couple of first downs, but couldn't get past the 50. But Hobart is inside the red zone, so we'll keep an eye out for the purple and gold.
Hobart's going empty backfield here.
And they've ran a lot of QB powers.
Yeah, quarterback draw or something.
Hobart looking for their first regional title since COVID year 2020. Screenplay.
Oh!
I will say this:
if he keeps his feet, that's a touchdown.
I haven't seen Hobart too many times this year. They run with some attitude. Yeah, I appreciate that.
They do. So, from what I understand, the first time Hobart and Lowell met, there was a lot of guys were out with sick. I don't know what sick flu bug went through the city or something.
2-point conversion is good, so Knox will be up 14-7.
Yeah, Knox is up 14-7 in the second. But yeah, so the flu bug, not to take away anything from Lowell or anything like that, but Lowell didn't have, or Hobart didn't have Max Pickett playing. They didn't have several other starters playing, so it showed when they got to sectionals.
I remember seeing that score and seeing that Hobart redeemed themselves. I didn't know about that part, is that the Brickies were missing some of the players because of an illness going around.
Yeah, I knew Max Pickett didn't play because when I rewatched the game, I was like, 19's playing running back. I can't remember what his name is. I'll tell you right now. Aiden Cash. Yeah, he was playing running back that game. So, a little bit different. He's a bigger.
Andrean's got a good run, and Andrean just scored another touchdown.
For Raina. So
that was the touchdown that put them up 11.
Raina. That was the touchdown that got him to 17. Yeah,
yes.
17-6. And we got a buffering over here.
I believe Hobart just took a timeout because it's 4th and 8. I'm not sure how their kicker is. They might contemplate going for a field goal here or just going for it. I mean, your defense has been pretty stout since that first drive by the Huskies.
4th and 8, 7-3 Hobart with a minute line left in the half. I mean, that's a tough one to do because you don't want to give them time to...
Right. Just saw Penn punted away to Fort Wayne Carroll. Maryville has a 2nd and 8 from the 39, their own.
We got the Maryville game on? Oh, Maryville's on all the way down there. We need TVs over here.
We need TVs all over the place.
Yeah. It'd be nice if we could set up on the other side. But...
Yes.
But we can't because of the traffic.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do enjoy sitting here and smelling some pizza and some wings. Beers all around.
I'm better try
I'm having a good time watching some high school football.
Try and find out the Lures Twin Lakes score for everybody here.
Twin Lakes Lakers. Won't forget that name.
They changed their name?
Oh, correction. They're the Indians.
I was going to say they were the Indians. But again,
the score sheet that we were given says Twin Lakers Indians.
Oh, Twin Lakers Indians.
So that's where the confusion came in.
I don't think that one. Well, it should be on the Summit City Sports.
From what I just saw, Maryville threw a screenplay, and it went backwards, and it went out of bounds. So it's 3rd and 17 for Maryville. I'm also enjoying the 80s rock songs. This is my jam, Justin.
It's a little aha.
Yes.
I don't seem to find the IHA Champions Network.
I believe Twin Lakes is on there.
The Twin Lakes one is on there?
Did that just happen the way I just saw it? Because I think they're going to mark them down. Maryville was on 3rd and 17, completed the pass. The wide receiver fumbled it, then went forward into the arms of another Maryville Pirate. And it looks like they're going to give him a first down because of that fumble.
There we go. Bishop Lures, Twin Lakes. So for those of you that are tuning into us and everything, if you want video for the games, you need to go to the IHSA Champions Network. Otherwise, anything that we're broadcasting is audio only.
Yes. Israel Matt Skura, Justin Cole is behind the computer tonight, and he's also mic'd up.
Yes, I am.
So we do have Strachan Van Til's hometown
Scoreboard update.
Yes. The Twin Lakes Indians, not the Twin Lakers Indians.
My
the
bad.
Twin Lakes Indians is up 7-0 on Fort Wayne Lures Knights. And that is it at the half. It just went to half. So, on paper, that is small upset there. Even though Fort Wayne Lures has, I think they're 7-5 on the season.
7-5, but they must have had some tough opponents.
Yeah,
because
but they're always
play. They're 4-0.
They're always a 3A power. So
yes,
and again, if Twin Lakes pulls this out and Knox wins, Knox gets the semi-state at home. It's going to be rocking down there for 35.
And they're getting some home cooking time and time again.
Yeah.
Maryville is marching. They're inside the 20. So they have a lucky roll. They give them a first down on 3rd and 17. Michigan City's going to take a timeout. I'm going to look over my head and see if anything else is going on. This Andrean South Mount game keeps freezing on us. And then Hobart, South Bend, St. Joe. South Bend has the ball right
for the record.
outside
It's
of their
the monitor
20.
freezing.
They're going to punt it with 45 seconds left. 4th and 2.
Hobart has one timeout to work with.
Hobart Bricky shut them down.
But Hobart is consistently a team that likes to keep the ball on the ground. That was a pretty good punt.
Yeah. I think St. Joe's has 2 timeouts, but I think Hobart will probably keep it on the ground going to half up 7-3 and talk about it. At this point, unless you see something, you don't want to throw an interception or anything like that.
What happened, Justin? You're mic'd up. You can call the play-by-play on it.
So Angola just threw a long pass from about midfield, and it was incomplete at about the 3-yard line.
Okay.
So almost a touchdown pass.
If you're looking for the John Harrell scoreboard, I believe he just put it up. I just got the tweet for it. That is the hardest working man in Indiana, John Harrell.
What scoreboard update did he have?
He just has a live scoreboard.
Oh, he has a live scoreboard?
Yes, he just tweeted it. So I don't know if you have X, but
I do. I just need to All my things I'm following on X are high school sports.
So you're saying the algorithm is perfect for a night like this?
You know what? I had Twitter at one point, and then I just never got back on it.
Justin, do you have Twitter?
I do.
What's your handle?
At Justin Cole TV.
Nice. Good old, I got Hot Mile 9. If anyone wants to go follow me if they're tuning in tonight.
Which one is it?
I'm not sure. I just know that I saw a link for it.
Looks like
Fort Wayne Carroll is right outside the end zone at Freed Field in Penn. 4.5 minutes to go.
It must be this one. If Brett Jennings is following them, it's got to be...
yeah, that'd be legit.
It has to be legit. Cody French is on here as well.
And we just got another Andrean touchdown. They are taking it to South Mount tonight.
Yep, Andrean's offense is rolling here.
You said that too, off air, is that they seem to click at the right time.
So this is a little tidbit here. The Grace women's basketball team, Grace College, they're NAIA. They scored 172 points in a basketball game. They beat, I can't even see who their opponent was, but they won 172-91. That is the most points scored in any level of division basketball.
Yes.
Any college basketball in history.
Yeah, I believe they made 60-something
shots. The women's
team.
The women's team, yeah.
Fort Wayne Carroll broke the play-in. They're in 21-9 for Carroll. They're on the road. The Chargers leading the Kingsmen by 12. About 4:20 left to go in that one. Maryville, on the other hand, they're on a 3rd and goal on the 9-yard line. Michigan State just trying to stop them here and then get the ball back, force a field goal.
We do have
initial pressure on Hill. Hill throwing, and it's incomplete. So Michigan State's going to force a field goal.
We just got another touchdown from Angola to tie it up. It's now 14 all at Knox.
Feels like a heavyweight bout going on in that game in the 3A level.
Yeah, and Angola is another team that didn't have a outstanding record during the season.
It's 7-5, and they went 2-2 in conference.
And I want to give an update from Maryville and Michigan City. Maryville just kicked a field goal to make it 10-0 out at Ames Field.
Yeah, they let, Michigan City's a second-half team, so, you let them hang around and...
That's true. But it's going to come down to Trent Hart and the way he plays, the quarterback for the Wolves. If he's protecting the football and making good decisions, they're a tough team to beat. When he's a bit sloppy and forcing things, that's when it becomes a massive problem. But expect Zaire McKinney to get a lot of targets today. He would be on your list of commits. He's going to Northern Illinois next year.
Yeah, and you got to find a way, Cody French has got to find a way to get McKinney the ball. Whether you're handing it off to him, kind of like what the Bears are doing with DJ Moore. Throwing him in the backfield, you got to give your best player the ball.
I got to give this a little shout-out to Justin Cole, as he's a Cowboys fan, and I am not, as a Bears fan. How about them Bears? I know he's been pumped up that they've been beating some of the NFC East teams, but just not his team.
Yeah, so we'll try and get some more scores here. Some of these games down south are coming out of halftime, and
Maryville kicking it off, and Drain's up 24-6. But again, we've been having some connectivity issues on this TV down here. I'm surprised how the Chargers are playing against the Kingsmen right now. What do you got?
Strachan Van Til hometown scoreboard update here. Westfield's still up on Fisher's 13-3. Fisher's punts with their first possession in the second half. So Westfield looking to make their third trip to semi-state in a row, third year in a row to semi-state.
And they beat Crown Point last year to get to state. And I don't remember who they lost to.
They lost to Brownsburg at state. See if we can get you a Concord Lafayette Jeff update here.
South Mountain with another punt. under 2 minutes, and Drayton has one timeout and a very nice Mounties roll. It stopped itself at the 25.
And looks like it was the opening kickoff for the second half. Lafayette Jeff ran it all the way back to the Concord 45, which that game's being played at Elkhart Central High School tonight for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's odd. I've never heard that one before.
Yeah, I don't know the circumstances of why the game was moved or is being played at Elkhart Central, which Elkhart Central is not that far away from Concord High School anyway, but...
What we got going on in the Knox game right now, Justin?
They are currently at midfield. It's currently in the second quarter, all tied at 14 apiece. Everybody has one timeout left in the half. But Knox does have the ball at, well, actually it's 20, not midfield, but they're trying to get some run plays in before the end of the half.
Penn just had a long touchdown to get them within a single possession of Fort Wayne Carroll. Pending extra point, it is now 21-15.
I believe state is what, 2 weeks away?
2 weeks away.
2 weeks away. It'll be 3 straight days of football at Lucas Oil Stadium in 2 weeks. You have the state championships on Friday and Saturday, and then the Indianapolis Colts will be at home on Sunday against the Texans in a big AFC South matchup in the NFL.
Can you even use the word big for AFC South? It's just been the Colts and then all the other struggling teams in that division this year between the Titans, the Texans, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. But yeah, good point. Lucas Oil is going to get their workout. But that was the thing about getting that stadium is being able to do things like that. And it's a gorgeous facility. I was there for the Big Ten championship game a few years ago between Purdue and Michigan. And the views you get when you're up high, it's unbelievable. You can't really describe it.
I think I've been to one Colts game there, and we sat up by the scoreboard at this whatever it is, the 600 level or whatever. But you could see every hole opening up, everything going on. You know, in my opinion, there's not a bad seat in the house.
And they've also hosted Final Four games there, the national championship for football, the Super Bowl was there, and Super Bowl 46, I believe, between the Giants and Patriots Part 2. I wouldn't be surprised if Indianapolis got another Super Bowl soon.
We just got another touchdown in that Knox-Angola game. Angola getting the ball back, scoring a touchdown, 20-14 over Knox.
2014.
Pending the PAT.
Angola scored.
Angola scored.
We're going to watch the replay in just a second. I'll let you know when it comes up.
I gotta watch this game. I gotta move over here and see what's going on. I feel like that's the most exciting game we got going on.
Shows a replay of what happened.
If we're not on camera, we might as well step behind and be able to watch the games.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, there you go. Michigan City's moving the ball. They're inside the Maryville 40.
Angola going for the extra point.
Justin, do you think you can kick a ball through the uprights?
I could not.
You cannot? Matt, could you kick a bit?
A little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah, that was the one part of my game
If
I
there's
couldn't
a
do.
sport I would play, it would be baseball.
It was a punt return for a touchdown there.
That wasn't a block in the back.
Yeah, I punted a little bit and kicked a little bit, but not. I tinkered with the field goal stuff. I didn't get to kick in any games or anything like that. We had two really good kickers.
We're in the golden age of kickers too, because we're seeing guys constantly break records every week. What was the Jaguars kicker just broke the longest field goal? It was like a
68 yard.
Yeah, 67, 68, somewhere within those lines. The Andrean Southmount game was frozen up on our TV, but it was 24-6 with a minute 49 in that one. But in Drain, they've been dominant all game long from the get-go.
Hobart and St. Joe are at the half.
And Michigan City scored a touchdown. So they're within 3 of Maryville. And as Matt said, the Wolves have been a second-half team all year. They make the adjustments at half. They come back out. They're a much better team. If they stay within striking distance of Maryville, it's going to be anyone's contest in the second half.
I believe it is 24-12, Andrean.
Yeah, I'm seeing it down there now. 11 Drain fans here at the Athletic Performance Factory. I want to thank them again for letting us come on out. And this is a really fun atmosphere, too. People around watching the games, enjoying it.
Yeah, we have some people over here at the bar watching the games.
Yeah, and I'm jealous. I don't get to eat as this is going. We tried the pizza here the last time I was here, and it was top-notch.
Oh, yeah.
Fresh pizza. Matt, what would you rate the pizza here? Would you say out of 10?
I give it a 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I like a little bit. I like the little bit thicker, chewy crust.
Okay.
But it's delicious stuff. I had a Striking Map Till's hometown scoreboard update. The Pioneer Panthers are up 21-0 on LaVille at the half.
Knox.
The official got in the way of McLaughlin on that one. It's the only thing that stopped him.
You were talking about McLaughlin got an offer from Ball State. He's visiting another college soon.
Yeah, he made a visit to, I think, either North Dakota or South Dakota.
Yes.
One of the, not the states, just the...
Not the school that produced Carson Wentz and Trey Lance.
Yeah.
The Fighting Hawks or the Coyotes. Those are some decent teams in the Missouri Valley.
Justin will be able to tell you what schools they are. He's an avid FCS fan.
He was at the school at Red in it, so I think it was North. It wasn't North Dakota State.
It's South Dakota.
So it's South Dakota.
Yeah.
South Dakota Coyotes.
Yeah. Because
they're a pretty good
South
FCS
Dakota
school.
State is green.
Usually all the Dakota schools are pretty good in
I think
FCS.
North Dakota State is green. South Dakota State's the Jackrabbits, and they're blue.
Blue and gold.
Yes.
North Dakota State used to be the Fighting Sioux, unless they still are the Fighting Sioux. I don't know if they changed that.
North Dakota State. They're the Bisons, right?
They're the Bison, yes.
Yeah, so they changed their name.
And then North Dakota is the Fighting Hawks.
A while ago.
Halftime, Adrian up 24-12 against Southmount. I actually been outside. I've been on North Dakota State's campus. The dome that they play in is huge. That's all they talk about down there. Is that McLaughlin running the quarterback?
Yep.
And he's taking it across the 20, and he's at the 15.
He dropped back for a pass and looked like possible screen pass or something, and he just tucked it and ran.
I didn't realize that he
plays
was lined up at quarterback.
Yeah, he plays quarterback, so they pretty much run like a single wing type of offense.
So you're saying even outside of his rushing numbers, which is already fantastic, he has passing numbers to go with it?
Not a lot, but he does. I think he's thrown...
Just so patient.
If he's thrown 20 passes this year, that's a lot.
It must be a really nice scene at South Bend St. Joseph because our camera operator over there is just showing a nice view of the
I didn't realize
skyline at South Bend.
I didn't realize
South
St.
Bend
Joseph's
skyline
was right in the middle of the South Bend.
Oh, McLaughlin down to the 1.
Knocking on the door of making this a 21-20 game.
I can't tell if Knox has a timeout left or not.
And I don't know how much time's left either because they're not showing that.
It looks like they're kind of slowing down, but we're in hurry-up mode at one point.
Yeah, I know they had that good run from McLaughlin, and their tight end was signaling for them to get on the ball. Yeah, he did. Touchdown. Miles McLaughlin has another touchdown to his already incredible record.
Big offensive line he runs behind.
Oh, yes. Those guys have been working hard all year. Maryville, Michigan City, 10-7, and Maryville's going in the wrong direction. They're on 3rd and 21. So I would say there's a possible hold. They backed them up and then a loss. But we saw Maryville convert on a 3rd and 17 earlier thanks to a fumble recovery.
They certainly are capable of converting a 3rd and 21, no problem. That could go either way.
I think the wide receiver is trying to induce contact.
Yeah,
they get to it.
They got their feet tangled up on that one, so it's a good no call.
Knox just took their final time out of the half before their extra point. So we'll see what happens with that. They just took a TV timeout.
Knox doesn't usually go for the PAT. They've if you look at the stats, I think Miles McLaughlin has like
soccer season's over, right?
Almost 52-point conversions.
Why not go over to the pitch and recruit one of those soccer players to be your kicker? Maryville just had to punt it away for the first time. Now, what would you say is the best football arena in this part of the state that you've either played at, coached at, been to?
Atmosphere-wise, I would probably have to go with the old Bricky Bowl. Playing at Griffith when it was grass was phenomenal too. You're just the stands full, both stands full. The Griffith and Drain games, the Griffith Hobart games of the '90s, people were lining up before school was even out to get into the stadiums. You know,
McLaughlin got in. Knox had a 1-point lead.
Yeah, but playing wise, most fun I had playing was in Whiting.
Oh, the stadium's awesome.
Playing at the stadium, the trains coming by all the time.
I'll say it wasn't fun when we were there on Saturday for the Calumet College game because it was freezing and that wind was coming right off the lake.
Tell you what, playing at Clark was another one that was brutal with the wind blowing off. You could be down in Griffith on a fall day when it's 70 degrees outside, you're in shorts and a t-shirt. You go out by Wolf Lake and you better have long johns and 10 sweatshirts on. But I've played and coached at a lot of places. You know, Maryville's nice, Chesterton's nice, but just the size of those stands and stuff like that, they never are full, so it doesn't give you that Friday night lights feel.
Yeah, I was just there at Penn, and that place is packed to the brim between Kingsman fans and Bulldog fans.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break here on the RSN Zone. We'll be right back, and then we'll have more scoreboard updates to you. We'll keep talking about some high school football here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, my name is Mark Macknick. I'm the owner of Mark Macknick CPA firm in Highland, Indiana on Kennedy Avenue. I've been working with Region Sports for years now. Started working with Chris years ago, just on some special projects, advertising here and there. After a while, kind of increased the advertising. You know, mainly was doing it for the community involvement. It's such a great network and program they do with the high school sports. But as time went by, I started getting on there more frequently. And then the phone starts ringing. And I was getting calls all the time from people. Hey, I saw your ad on so-and-so football game. I saw your ad on a basketball game. And it's really helped my business. It's increased the volume. You know, we're a tight community in Northwest Indiana, sports-wise, and just a lot of community involvement. So that's mainly why I got into it. Yeah, I remember watching one game. It was a basketball game, and I think there was a little bit of an altercation. And as the altercation was happening, my ad was right on the bottom, and someone typed in, "I wonder what Mark Macknick's thinking right now." And I was thinking, "Wow, this is awesome." It's really been a great feature for my business. It's the only advertising I do. I don't advertise anywhere else other than Region Sports. You know, it's for the business, but mainly for the involvement with the community. I played high school baseball here in Highland, and ever since I've been advertising on Region Sports, a lot of my old coaches are now my clients. A lot of my old teammates come in here. My recommendation, if you're a business here in Northwest Indiana, I think Region Sports is for your money, it's one of the best places that you can advertise. I mean, I can advertise on billboards. I could do anywhere I want to. And I choose Region Sports mainly because I get a lot of feedback, especially on the high school level. A lot of the parents, if they can't make a game, they're watching it online. They're watching a replay, the grandparents. So it's done wonders for my business, and it's my go-to for advertising. It's the only spot I would advertise. So if you're a business owner in the area, really look into advertising on Region Sports. It's going to be well worth your money, and you'll make tenfold on what you're spending. Region Sports Network, they're the only game in town, but they're more than just a game.
And we are back here on the RSN Zone. Andrew Mile, Matt Skura, and Justin Cole, our producer, who also is mic'd up tonight as we welcome you in to the Athletic Performance Factory here in Griffith, Indiana, or Highland? Highland, Indiana. I drove through Griffith and confused me a bit. But we're looking at some other scores going on across the state tonight in the regional round. Fort Wayne Carroll Penn has just gone to the half with the Chargers leading by 5, 21-16. Maryville and Michigan City in a 10-7 game. Maryville with the narrow lead, and they currently possess the football.
I'm going to venture to guess and say that Andrane and Southmont are at the half.
It was still 24-12, 59ers leading.
This TV's on pause right here. So
24-12 at the half. Knox is also leading 22-21 over Angola at the half.
Yeah.
All right.
Were you on air with that or no? So Knox is leading Angola 22-21 at the half. I have a third quarter score: Pioneer Panthers 21-7 over LaVille. Last time we had, we'll get an update here in a second. Eastbrook was up on Adams Central 14-7 at the half.
Do we have anything for South Adams in North Miami?
I will see if we can find something on that. Fort Wayne Dwenger was up 15-7 on Lebanon last we checked, which we'll get a score here shortly. Score update.
Don't also forget, if you're an avid basketball fan, we have the Portage Girls basketball game going on tonight. I'm going to take a peek over at our YouTube and see what the score is of that game. Michael Breiter on the call there. And Jason Mills? Is that what you said? Oh, Jay Simmons. Correction. Sorry. Be with Jay tomorrow. Mike Dewan in South Bend. And then Leo Stoddicker was in Andrean. But South Bend, St. Joe, and Hobart have resumed. The Huskies have the ball first.
I think we may have to rely on other media outlets for the South Adams Starfires.
That's a great name.
And the North Miami Warriors game.
Yeah, just got that game pulled up. Yeah, so they just would have started. Was that a 7:30 start?
Yeah, 7:30 for varsity.
That's true. Those pesky I forget about that. How many times, Justin, did you and I do a basketball game and the JV game would always be better than the varsity game, like double overtime? Was it East Chicago we had that? Yeah, the double. It was their senior night too.
Oh yeah.
So and they had 5 players graduating. Dominic Murphy had just passed each one more for the most points in Cardinal history. So the game that night didn't start until about 8:30. We didn't get out there until about 11 o'clock that night. It was a long night at East Chicago. Good thing I'm pretty sure the varsity game was good too. So that worked out for everyone. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm excited.
There we go. We have a Strachan Hills hometown scoreboard update. Lafayette Jeff is up on Concord in the third, 28-24.
Wow. And that was a 21-7 game.
Let's see, Hobart, center row.
Big run here for South Bend St. Joe. They rumbled it inside the Hobart 35. They just put fields on a run play. Is there any way that we can come up with a jingle for every time we say Stratton Van Til, hometown scoreboard update, and like have the logo pop up? Can we do that? You know how like some like ESPN will say, "Oh, let's swing it over to Matt Skura for a Stratton Van Til hometown scoreboard update," and then they'll play the song. That's what we should do.
Yeah. Does Strax have a commercial song?
I don't know if they do, but we can ask them.
Westfield is up on Fishers 13-3 in the fourth.
In the fourth. Okay, so they've gotten through 3. Maryville is knocking on the door of punching it into the end zone against Michigan City. 10-7 Pirates, 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Touchdown Maryville. Justin, you've been to a lot of different basketball arenas. Do you have a favorite one? I know you mentioned that you really liked East Chicago. Is that your top one, or is there another one that just edges it?
I'd say East Chicago is one of them.
Okay.
Second, I would have to say between Michigan City and LaPorte.
Yes. Okay.
I've been to those venues.
I've
been to those venues for regionals and semi-state.
Because you and I were there for regionals for the East Chicago Hanover Central game to Michigan City.
Yes.
So I have an update for state implications. In 2A, LaPel is up 38-0 over Indianapolis Lutheran.
Okay.
Which I believe is
that's a blowout.
Yeah, and I think would be on the. We check John Harrell here, and I think that is on the bigger upset side of the things too.
I can tell that for Hanover Central and Portage, they're starting to kick some rust off. That score is still 7-5. The score hasn't changed in the last about 4 minutes.
The extra point is good, so Maryville will be up by 10, 17-7.
It's not really an upset. LaPel's 3 in 2A, and Lutheran's 6, 12-0 and 11-1. So,
okay.
You know. Then you got Adams Central, who's number 1, playing number 5 Eastbrook. And then Andrean 4. Southmount's not ranked in the coaches poll.
In the coaches poll,
In the coaches poll.
So waiting for Fort Wayne Carroll and Penn to come out of their half of that game with Maryville, Michigan City. I'm going to scour Twitter real fast to see if we can get any score for South Adams or in North Miami. It's a 1A game.
Check out see if we can get a score for Bishop Luers Twin Lakes. And as of right, it looks like Bishop Luers scored. So pending the PAT, it could be 7-7 in the third. Bishop Luers Twin Lakes.
I'm going to reach out to my good friend that was a coach at North Miami and see if he has a scoreboard updates. Because I couldn't find it on Twitter. Oh, he's typing right now. We'll see if we can get a score from that one.
He's coaching and typing?
No, he was a coach at North Miami.
Oh, okay.
North Miami is up 22-19 with 10 minutes left to play. Just scored a touchdown for the lead.
It looks like
that's called being connected.
Looks like South Bend St. Joe's just turned over the ball on downs, couldn't complete a long pass.
All right, so
Hoser will have the ball 1st and 10 at about the 34-yard line.
Brickies are standing tall.
We have a Strachan Van Til's hometown scoreboard update there. Fort Wayne Lures Knights tied it up 7-7 in the 3rd. So, we got a barn burner go over there in Monticello.
We're keeping up with a lot of scores tonight, which is good.
So I think
we can fill out.
Yeah, I think we can get all the scores, which is a first.
Yeah, what we could have done is we could have printed out all 6 brackets and filled them out. Then a bracket challenge on the Region Sports Network. We could do that for basketball. What do you think?
Yeah. Do it after sectionals when we start regionals, or just do
I would say, once they come out and they're official, you got to fill them out as is.
We can do that.
That'd be fun. There's I believe 4 or 5 in basketball.
Have a bracket challenge, and we can winner of the bracket challenge get some Region Sports swag.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll have to hit up Chris and Mike about that one.
I know Chris has to be tuning in, our executive producer.
Looks like Hanover Central and Portage in the girls' game that we have tonight on the Region Sports Network in girls basketball. It's tied 7-7 with under a minute left in the 1st quarter. So a little bit of movement going on. Looks like a incomplete pass in the whole game.
That bugs me so much when the quarterback throws it away and the defensive back acts like he knocked away the pass with the
I'm agree.
If
the guy's wide open, they throw it to him, he drops it, and then the corner starts celebrating.
They overthrow it and they holster the sword. Come on.
Can't brandish a weapon anymore, though. That's 15. Yeah. That's 15 yards, personal foul.
I think Notre Dame, a couple weeks ago, Notre Dame got a 15-yarder for him smelling his finger or whatever, doing the mustache swipe or something.
I know what you're talking about.
The announcers were saying that he was doing the neck slash or whatever. And
That's what it was, yes.
Come on.
I know what you're talking about. You can't do that either. Every year they come up with a different rule, and then people hate it, and then they get rid of it by next year anyway.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the roughing the quarterback when the quarterback still has the ball.
Yes. I always go back to that skit that Kevin Hart did where they laid him down onto a blanket and a pillow and said, this is how you're supposed to sack the quarterback nowadays. But it always goes to which quarterback are you sacking? Are you sacking Patrick Mahomes?
Exactly.
Or are you sacking a Justin Fields who can never get a call for his life?
Yeah.
That's why you see a lot of people get more into college football and high school football. If you're tuning in here, and we're happy to be joining you on this Friday night on RSNZONE on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Matt Skura and Justin Cole.
We just had a big play in the Twin Lakes Lures game. Twin Lakes had a 30-yard pass. They're in Knights territory right now. What do we got here?
South Bend St. Joe has the ball back already.
I think Michigan City just punted City just punted the ball to midfield, and Maryville has the ball back.
I just saw the flag on the field. The flag.
A 3-possession game could really hurt Michigan City.
I mean, both teams have quick score offenses, that's a good thing. But I think Maryville's secondary matches up against Zaire McKinney so much better than most teams.
And what helps is that you just start playing a 2-shell.
Yeah.
Back everyone up and just let them take it underneath stuff, milk that clock away. And it could take them a decent amount of time to score a touchdown. You get the ball back, and you've been able to move it pretty well as the Maryville team. They're known for their passing, but they're a very balanced team at the same time.
Looks like there's an injury in the Hobart St. Joe game. But again, if you're not doing anything on Friday nights, you can come down to the Athletic Performance Center here and grab a beer and hang out with the Region Sports guys and get some pizza or something and have fun.
I'm incredibly happy to be here when there's people here hanging out. A lot of people watching football here at the bar. Others are in the back playing on the simulator, whether it be golf or you can do baseball back there. Pretty much any sport, football. So even bring the kiddos out, let them have some fun on the simulator. It's too cold and too dark to be outside right now. Let them get their energy out here.
Yeah, they got one of those little small bowling alley things over there. They got a golf simulator. No, absolutely not.
Southmont has just kicked off the second half and a touchdown from Andrean.
Run back to kickoff?
On the kickoff, yes.
They wasted no time. So was it 30-6?
It is now 30-12.
30-12.
Just had a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Number 12. Give a shout out. Looks like number 12, Gavin Jones, ran back the second half kickoff.
Good for Gavin Jones. That's one way to set the tempo for the second half is return to kickoff and build on your lead. And, Andrean, they're 24 minutes away from going back to semi-state.
Kick is up and good, so it is 31-12. Andrean over Southmont.
South Adams just scored a touchdown. They're up 25-22. South Adams in North Miami is turning into a barn burner down in central Indiana.
And, we missed a lot there in that game. Strachan Till's hometown scoreboard update. We got Adams Central 35, Eastbrook 28, 6.5 minutes left in the fourth. So, again, if Adams Central pulls this one out and Andrean, it's looking like they're going to win, Andrean would have the semi-state at home. So that'll be nice to not have to drive across the state for a game.
The 59ers trying to get back to Indianapolis.
But traveling to Northwest Indiana is nothing new for Adams Central.
No.
I think when they were at 1A, they came to Whiting. They've been to Whiting several times to play when Whiting had their runs.
Right. They had one.
I believe it was Adams Central. I don't think it was South Adams.
Okay.
I have to John Harrell that one up. I don't want to misinform the public here.
There's just something wrong with this TV. Now we even got Maryville, Michigan City. It's still frozen. It doesn't want a football tonight, I guess.
We had issues with the internet on this one last time.
It looks like it's
Last
grainy.
week.
Well, of course, I talk about it, and just click back on like nothing ever happened. And Maryville had a nice swing pass, and right outside the 20, at the 21 of Michigan City, passing interference called on Hobart. Huskies will get an automatic first down because of that.
Looks like Angola and Knox is about to kick off the second half. Of course, Knox up 22-21 over Angola. Angola is going to receive to start the second half, so this should be a fun one down there in Knox.
That might be the game of the night. The way that first half was going.
I take that back. It was South Adams, not Adams Central. It's got Adams in the name.
They're still part of the Adams family.
We're partially right. They're still out by Fort Wayne, so.
Incomplete pass for Maryville. And South Bend, St. Joe's already burned 2 of their timeouts.
Yeah, it looks like St. Joe's has the ball.
They just got a pass interference call from the Brickies and move them up.
inside the 30.
And we're going to have a brief pause in the Michigan City game due to an injury.
Yeah. You know, it's just Andrean's regular season schedule just definitely prepares him for for the playoffs. And
well, that was the conversation that we had even in 2024. Is that you look at them and the record was, what was it, like 6-4, 6-3, but they were still dominating their competition after their initial hard games against Circle City teams. And, of course, you open up the year against Maryville, who's much bigger than you.
Yeah.
But they just got some talented players over there in the green and red. The gold and red.
Yeah, I mean, they have quarterback running duo in Ellish and Stovall, Brady Stovall, both are Crown Point boys that decided to go to Andrean and, you know, further their careers at Andrean. And they're very successful over there, you know. So you got Lyman playing Division I football, going to a small school at Andrean.
And I remember when Brady Stovall was still about this tall. He was always hanging around the Crown Point Babe Ruth field with his dad and his brother. And it baffles me that he's playing high school football, and I believe he's a sophomore.
Junior. We got him a junior.
He's graduating next year?
Yep.
Man, touchdown South Bend.
I remember the days at the Junior Bulldog field when my youngest played for the Green Hornets and Brady was on the
Black Knights.
Yes. And those clashes that we had with them, you know, just time flies.
Yes. I can't argue that right now. But the Huskies have taken the lead. They were up 3-0 for a blink of an eye, and then Hobart had a big play for a touchdown. It was 3rd and 1. Maryville completed the pass, and they got a first down.
20-7 Maryville over Michigan City.
So Maryville is going to kick a field goal. Spoiler. Okay. So this is just a row of high school football games right now. 10-7 Huskies over the Brickies.
We got Andrean 35-12, I think it is, over there. 31-12. 31-12. So Southmont got a touchdown in there when we weren't paying attention.
Look away one time.
Yeah, you look away one time. It looks like Angola and Knox are out of the half now, into the third.
Keep an eye on Harold Why not?
I was able to find the North Miami game.
Angola has the ball and they're driving. Oh, he just ran past that guy. Southmount's punting it away. And he looked like it was blocked. Blocked punt by Andrean, but I don't know if
So I was able to find the South Adams North Miami game. And North Miami just got the ball back with one timeout. They're down 3 in the fourth quarter with 2:33 left.
So in the Andrean Southmount game, Andrean got a piece of the punt. It hit off an Andrean player on the Andrean side line of scrimmage. So it was a fumble by Andrean. And Southmount recovered, but they only gained 2 yards out of that.
Wow.
So 1st and 10 for Southmount. Ooh. Hobart's run game is struggling.
If South Bend St. Joe could take that away, it could be a long second half for the Brickies.
There. Trying to get something going.
Going through the air.
Oh, big block.
Buying some time
Oh,
for an incomplete
tip
pass.
pass.
Great coverage by the Huskies.
Yeah. St. Joe's, they're getting a lot of pressure. It seems like they're blitzing somebody every play.
North Miami had a good run, but they're going to get an illegal shift on them, bring it back for the Warriors. That's in the 1A. The winner of that will get either LaVille or Pioneer. And last we saw, Pioneer was up 21-0 at the half.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, what?
That might have been the most enthusiastic incomplete pass I've ever heard. Got to get up and stretch my legs a little bit. See what else is going on. Well, Southmount, they're only down 13. I believe the Mounties might have just scored a touchdown, Matt.
The Mounties. That is an odd name.
That's a Canadian police officer.
I know it is, but I mean, that's just an odd name
weird
for a high school.
An Indiana team.
Yeah.
20-7, Maryville leads Michigan City at the half.
We'll see if Michigan City has what it takes to get back in that one.
Yeah.
They scored that touchdown, allowed 10 unanswered after that.
Ooh. Knox has taken over possession on their own 11-yard line.
Give it the number 2 and let them work.
Yep. You got 3 pulling guys, and
I do appreciate that Knox doesn't even bother lining up with a quarterback and just letting him. An interception for South Bend St. Joe. Hobart took a shot, and they're going to pay for it. That guy is still staying up. Flag flying out. He's exhausted. It's starting to get a little chippy. Look at that. Pushing and shoving after the play was over. A helmet flew off. The South Bend St. Joe, all the confidence in the world right now in the third quarter. Getting ready to wrap that one up with 27 seconds to go. Oh, there we go. We got some girls basketball. Let's see, the scoring is finally picked up in the second quarter between the Wildcats and the Portage Indians. Justin, do you have a favorite team this year in the girls basketball division that you think had a chance to go play for a state title?
Go. Mostly the team I've been watching here in the region was.
Okay, yeah, they had some good teams.
Really the only team I would actually producing.
I've been really impressed with Valparaiso the last few years, even after they lost their head coach to Chesterton.
I think they would be another good one in the region.
Yeah, that's the team I was doing research for and prep for today. Super young, only 3 seniors, 6 sophomores, a handful of juniors.
Looks like Southmont just scored a touchdown, only 31-18.
And they're re-showing that punt that allowed Southmont to get the ball back and then score. They saw it was 31-18. They missed a 2-pointer. Trying to see how this North Miami game closes out. Of course, my phone decides it doesn't want to cooperate with me.
in South Bend, 10-7.
Yeah, and it was all Huskies in that third quarter. All Huskies in the third. This might be a moment to shut off the Wi-Fi and let the 5G cook a little bit. See if we can see if North Miami is still marching or if South Adams is going to take some knees and celebrate. But
So,
it
have you guys?
is over. South Adams is going to beat North Miami. So we put that into the scoreboard.
What was the final there?
25-22 for South Adams. Tough night for the Warriors. Especially because they had a good run that would have put them within striking distance of taking the lead. Then Leo Shift called it back. Quarterback didn't let his tight end get reset. That was an easy call for the referee.
Have you been to any other high school basketball facilities outside of Northwest Indiana?
Other high school stadiums or arenas.
Basketball arenas.
I did a couple of games in Indianapolis. Oh, there's a big run for Angola and a touchdown-saving tackle.
Carmel's gym?
I didn't go to Carmel's, but I went to Cathedrals. I went to Pre-Buff Jesuits. And which school did Eric Gordon go to before he went to IU?
Cathedral's got a nice gym.
Yes.
Carmel's is very nice. It's like set in like Lowell's. The Lowell's set up at the pit.
I'm gonna look this up for you. North Central. I went to North Central for a game.
A school that kind of has a similar gym layout to Crown Point, but not necessarily them having like. You guys want to get a pizza going or something? Or you're way low on it. What kind of pizza you guys want?
Sausage? All right. Thank you. All right. That's a good deal. I might have to come and do the RSN Zone every week to get some pizza and be with all these fans that are watching very closely. South Bend St. Joe. 4th and 6. They're going to have to punt. So Hobart's defense, even after the interception, is able to get a stop, force the punt, give their offense an opportunity to at least tie the game, possibly give them a lead. Plenty of time left. Knox is also standing tall right now, not making it easy for Angola after their big run to get them inside the 10.
It looks like Adams Central is going to go on to win. They're up 42-28 with 2:20 left in the game. Speaking of the Carroll-Fort Wayne game, or Carroll-Penn game, Penn is leading 23-21.
Wow, Penn was down
in the third.
One of my favorite times of the year, of course, is the winter sports, but football wrapping up, basketball just getting started. They represent all these athletes, tell their stories a bit here on the Region Sports Network. Andrew Matt Skura and then Justin Cole, he's running around.
We have
some of the scores.
Yes, of course.
Warren Central leads Center Grove 24-21 with 5.5 minutes left in the game.
That's going to be a good finish.
And it looks like Warren Central has the ball also.
So, Justin, here's my question for you. Was RSNZONE your brainchild, or was it someone else's, or just a conversation you guys had?
I was kind of given the idea from, I think, our sports director at one point,
Mike
DeWan, on this idea to have like an NFL Red Zone type experience, even though it's not necessarily NFL Red Zone because we obviously play commercials, but now they're starting to do it on a lesser scale. But
so I could see where Scott Hansen doesn't have to take a break, because you said we're an hour in and we didn't take a break, and I didn't feel it.
Exactly. But it was given to me as an idea. I was like, why don't we show like all the games that we're currently doing here on the Region Sports Network and showcase them to all of you, have personalities in studio talk about all the games, because we have to watch multiple games for our Track and Mantle Hometown Scoreboard, which you see in the bottom left of your screen right now. But it would be kind of like what we're doing, giving scoreboard updates during sectionals, and then we'll also have, during the regular season, we'll actually have video of those games, and we'll bounce around, which is a pretty cool experience. I like earlier in the season we had a quad box.
Touchdown Andrean.
Yeah.
They have a 19-point lead, and it looks like they're going for 2 to make this a 21-point game. 39 points would be such an odd score. There might be a scoregami if it stays the same. Swing pass and a waltz into the end zone. 39-18, 59ers. For those who aren't familiar with the term scoregami, it's a unique score that's never been put up there. I've never seen a team score 39.
I think we had a scoregami earlier this year in the NFL.
We've seen a couple, I believe.
I think it was the Bills and the Ravens.
I think you're right. Oh, yeah, right.
That Sunday night game.
One of the first Sunday night games of the year. That was a thriller.
It was just so weird hearing Mike Tirico say scoregami during the post-game show.
It was also weird. I didn't realize how long Tirico's been around. I didn't know he used to work for Fox before he went over to NBC. I was hearing him call a Fox game, and I got really confused.
All right, we got a 24-15 halftime score with Hanover Central and Portage in girls basketball. That game is on the Region Sports Network on our Facebook, YouTube page, and regionsports.com, as well as the IHSAA Champions Network.
It's been a very busy night for the Region Sports Network with RSN Zone, doing 2 games in the football, which is the Andrean game and then the Hobart South Bend St. Joe's game. And then, of course, as Justin just alluded to, Portage and Hanover Central. Don't forget, tomorrow we're back in action with Crown Point girls basketball. They're facing Hammond Central. I'll be on the call for that one with Jay Simmons. So looking forward to that, being in my backyard, of course, after the 40-minute hike out here to Highland, Indiana.
And if all the scores hold up in the region, I know we're guaranteed at least one team to go to semi-state, and that's either Maryville or Michigan City.
Right. We're looking at 2 right now. If Andrean can hold on to this 21-point lead.
And obviously, Hobart's also in a close one, too, so we don't want to count them out.
Not yet.
Right now, for the region, Sacramento hometown scoreboard, Pioneer Panthers are up 34-14 on LaVille in the 4th. Adams Central is up 42-28 on the Eastbrook Panthers in the 4th. Fort Wayne Lures is up 14-7 in the 4th on Twin Lakes. Lafayette Jeff is up 28-24 on the
We got a big run in the Southmont game
in the 3rd.
Looking like it's going to be a touchdown for them, and it is. Touchdown Southmont.
I got a final in Westfield. I just got to get the score, but I believe Westfield won. I just want to get a final. It was 13-3 last we saw.
And it's been steady at that.
Yeah, it's been
for a while
staying at
now.
that. And then Penn is up on Fort Wayne Carroll 23-21 in the 3rd.
Also want to give another update to our little neighbors down in Knox. The Redskins still have a 22-21 lead. But the score graphic has not been providing downage and then time. So I can't really give it to that. But it does look like Knox is going to have to punt deep within their own territory.
We are awaiting the extra point from Southmont. They just had a big run for a touchdown, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty on the extra point.
Last time Knox punted,
It'll be encroachment on Andrean, so they're going to retry the kick.
A line drive punt. Friendly roll.
Yeah, Knox hasn't been really able to get anything going offensively.
No.
You know, I mean,
Of course, when you're the Hornets, you have to key on just one guy.
yeah. But again, I mean, even if McLaughlin has 200 yards rushing, if you hold him to 200 yards rushing, you did a great job.
That's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, but that's what my old McLaughlin does. I will hope
Yeah.
the 200 yards. That'll be a good day for us. Because he averages around 400, double of what we just held him to.
Which I'm surprised I haven't seen any trickeration out of Russ here
No.
with like a little reverse or something like that. And
See, some coaches start to get a little timid this time of year. They don't want to make any
Extra
key
point
mistakes.
is good. Andrian still leads with 3:21 left in the third quarter, 39-25 over Southmont over at 59-59
A lot of
Broadway in
explosive
Maryville.
plays in that game. I feel like every time I'm looking up at that one, someone running down the field by themselves and nothing but green turf ahead of them. Hobart needs to stop here on 3rd and 7. Did he hold that in?
I think it's
He
in.
did.
They
That is a
caught it.
huge
I'd like to
catch.
see that replay there, but
That was an incredible catch.
What a throw by
There
the
we go.
quarterback. Throwing while on the move.
yeah,
Somehow got one foot in.
looks like he dragged it.
Looking at our basketball game, they're at the half. They're showing Bradner and Simmons on screen.
What a duo that is going on
That's
over
a
at
duo
Portage.
over there. It's going to be fun once we get closer to basketball season.
Oh, yes. Get you out of the studio for a little bit. Let you out in the field there, Justin.
Absolutely. I'm excited to potentially do some Portage games
Yes.
this year, as well as maybe East Chicago Central. That's a fun place to play at the Verado Center. So looking forward to that. And I'm hoping I can convince our sports director to get us a game at the Calumet Fieldhouse after all the renovations they have completed in there.
Really? They have a bunch of renovations over there for the Warriors?
Yep. There's a bunch of renovations.
They redid the floor, new bleachers. Would you say new track?
New indoor track so they could do indoor events in case it rains.
Are their basketball teams usually pretty good?
Not necessarily. not recently.
This might be the year. Why not us, right?
But, why not just showcase some of the facilities.
Justin,
out there
thank you for
at
being
Calumet.
honest. We appreciate that. And going through the air, going deep downfield, man, out front, not even close. That would have been an easy 6.
Yeah, he had him beat.
There's a replay of
I was
the
gonna say,
long run.
is there no?
No, I thought it would catch you out in front. That was the long touchdown that the Hornets just scored to make it a 2-possession game.
I'll say this, going back to our earlier conversation on different basketball arenas that we've been inside of here in the state of Indiana, one that feels kind of similar to Crown Point, but not really because of the lower ceiling and not having video boards. South Knox High School North Knox High School, down in Bicknell, Indiana. Just not too far from Vincennes, Indiana's first city. Really, really nice gym they have in there.
Vincennes is the first city in Indiana?
Yes.
Really? I didn't know that. See,
You'll see
not only do you get sports, Matt, on the Region Sports Network, you also get some fun facts about the Hoosier State.
Little history here.
Little
history.
Real historic city in Indiana. If you haven't visited, it's halfway between Terre Haute and Evansville, down US 41.
So you guys are too young for this, but when Indiana had the one-class basketball, single-class basketball,
Yes.
there was no place better to go than Calumet High School for the sectional games. Because it was, that whole place was packed.
Wow.
East Chicago Central is another place. I went to West Side when West Side had Angela Hamlin and Lake Central had their run with their good players, Christina Diviak and Kamara and that group of players, and they're just phenomenal.
The most packed I've seen Calumet High School when I was in high school was every time they would play Griffith. Griffith would come to Calumet. Looks like.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just had a pizza delivery here at the
Yes.
Athletic Performance Factory.
I will say that one of my favorite stories of broadcasting, and I've done a lot of games, and you were with me, Justin. I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember the time we were doing an East Chicago game, and the cheerleaders for the Cardinals ran across the floor and said some words to the opposing team's cheerleaders? I don't remember who they were playing. Ran back to their side.
21st century.
It might have been 21st century. And then as the fourth quarter started, they had the ball dribbling up the court. Those cheerleaders then ran on the floor to get back into their spot. So the opposing team, I don't want to say it was 21st century.
After halftime.
It was going into the fourth quarter.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was going to the fourth quarter.
I thought it was halftime.
It was a blowout by then. East Chicago had an insurmountable lead. The opposing team had to get a technical foul and let East Chicago shoot free throws. First time I've ever seen that in my life. And to me, I just chuckled about it. And it was already like a 30-point game. But
well, I was watching Hammond Central, maybe it was Morton game, and the halftime was the most entertaining part because they had like a cheer-off.
Oh, wow.
Where they just did their not a dance routine, but like where they, it's hard to explain, but it was one of the best, most fun halftime shows that I've seen.
South Bend St. Joe's going to punt it to Hobart. Rolling. They stopped it at the 1. What an incredible play by the Huskies.
I mean, if that kid laying in the end zone touched it, you could easily give him a touchback on that. But nope, on the 1 yard line.
Just want to make a mention that Maryville and Michigan City has started the second half. So that game is currently going on right now at Ames Field. Nice place to play football. I haven't been there personally. I've always passed by it every time I've been in Michigan City, but real nice facility, just right smack dab in the middle of Michigan City.
I love that field. What I hated was going there for their homecoming game, and then Full Main Road was shut down, and I was coming from the west, from Winfield, and I couldn't get to the stadium. I had to park at a bank across the street and walk.
That's a horrible call by the official in the Knox-Angola game.
Bad time to do it.
We have just reached the
Angola's had the ball. Oh, it's pass interference against Angola.
That's
offensive pass interference. But Angola's had the ball in Knox's half of the field the whole second half.
We have just reached the end of the third quarter at Andrean High School, with Andrean up 39-25 going into the fourth quarter.
So right now, if Drake can hold on, we have 2 teams in the region that are leading their game. Hobart's down 3. Second and 9 from their own 2. They have to go 98 yards if they want to take the lead. I'm not sure what the kicker's distance is. But Hobart could be just looking to play to get into field goal range and tie the game, possibly send it into overtime.
I don't think our clock is right on
You think?
Hobart has 1 timeout. South Bend St. Joe also 1 timeout.
I would have to say there's a lot more time than 2:44 left in the fourth quarter because Hobart's not rushing.
Especially if they don't get a first down here on 3rd and 9 from their 2, they're going to put South Bend St. Joe in really good field range.
Yeah. Oh, he dropped it. In his hands, and he dropped it. That ball was 50 yards in the air.
That was a bomb. Yeah, that pizza, Matt, is not an 8. That is a 9.5. That is solid.
Just started the second half of girls basketball at Portage. Again, that game is on the Region Sports Network. Currently 28-15. Hanover Central leads the Portage Indians out in Portage.
What a punt.
Our camera deceived us. I thought it went farther than what it did.
But still about a 50-yard punt because he had to kick it from the back of his own end zone.
Angola punting again.
And no one back there to stop this.
Good punts. You might have to show Pat McAfee all those punts.
For the brand.
Knox can't keep tempting fate here. They need to get a couple of first downs to turn the field around.
Yes.
Again, our game on the IHSAA Champions Network between South Bend St. Joseph and Hobart is reaching
It's in the fourth.
the end of the game. On our multi-view, I will likely just bring up a double box with our basically our only football streams left momentarily. So we're still going to keep an eye on the South Bend St. Joseph Hobart game because it is still a close one in South Bend, 10-7 with St. Joe's leading.
Drayton taking their time getting down the field. Just noticing them over here. They are on the South Mount. I would say it's about the 26.5-yard line. They're marching down the field.
There goes McLaughlin,
so
trying to get upfield.
St. Joe's is 3rd and 9 with what it looks like a minute 13 left in the game.
I was just talking about this the other day. We were talking about Mike McLaughlin. Indiana sports is at an all-time high right now. Between Purdue being a top 2 team in the country, starting off as a preseason number 1. Notre Dame football went to the national championship last year. IU is the number 2 team in the country in football behind only Ohio State, the defending champions. The Pacers got to a Game 7. Would have had a really good chance to win if Halliburton didn't tear his Achilles right there at the end. And then now you have Miles McLaughlin, who's been the talk of the country with how many rushing yards he's racked up in his career.
IU is in the Big Ten East.
There's no more divisions in
There's
the
no
Big Ten.
divisions anymore.
After Purdue made it as a 6-and-whatever team, they decided,
So
hey, you know
they're
what,
doing
maybe we shouldn't do divisions
So
anymore.
they're doing it by record now.
So they're doing the top 2 teams now
So it's going to be Ohio State and IU in Indianapolis
for the Big Ten
for the Big
championship.
Ten championship.
As of right now, yeah.
As of right now, considering that IU almost lost to Penn State last week, anything can happen from now until conference championship
At
weekend.
the end of the game, that was insane.
That's going to be one catch that's rewound over and over again for decades and generations to come.
Oh, McLaughlin with the 3rd down run.
I think a good word
First down for Knox.
This is the first time I've watched him run the football. I think a good word to describe him is slippery. It feels like every time an Angola player has him within their arms and they have him wrapped up, he gets out of it. And it's not like he's running at full speed. He's very patient behind his blockers. Yeah. And then when the players grab him, then he gets out of it. An arm tackle is not going to bring down Miles McLaughlin.
Yeah, for a power runner, yes, he's very slippery and
looks like they're going to run clock down in South Bend.
But I kind of think like with what Knox is doing now, they're just lining everybody up on the line.
Sorry.
And we're going straight forward, letting him pick a hole. When earlier in the game, they were having a couple of wings and they were pulling 2 or 3 guys.
Right.
And I think Angola was shutting that down because Angola was shooting guys when guys would pull and blitzing guys from the backside, and they were chasing down McLaughlin from behind.
Still have a 20-7 Maryville lead over Michigan City in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it's on the far side.
We're still keeping an eye on it. They are at the
you got to call Miles McLaughlin the closer.
Yeah. Hobart's in desperation mode. It looks like 27 seconds left in the 4th. They got a 4th and 12, so they got to go after that punt.
Yeah, they don't block it and be able to return it, get themselves a good field position. The Bricky season might be closing out on a 3-point loss.
All
in South
timeouts are depleted with both teams, so
it's
going to be an interesting 27 seconds.
And I haven't seen a lack of Hobart passing tonight.
I think desperation mode, you may have to put this game into overtime.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they're bringing the house. I don't even know if they have a return man back. It looks like all 11 guys are coming. There was a return guy. Friendly roll, and South Bend St. Joe almost did it again. 19 seconds.
80 yards for the win.
And I think
unless you can get a big run, get yourself in the field goal range, get out of bounds, there's no way to stop the clock.
Yeah, you can stop the clock on a first down, but it rolls when the chains are set.
This is the biggest drive of the season for both teams. One of these teams will move on to semi-state. The other will watch their season end in South Bend tonight. But you see some of those
fans are ready to storm the field.
Yeah, those St. Joe's fans are ready to run onto their field and celebrate. I believe the shirts are coming off from some of those fans. All right, I think Pat McAfee might have rubbed off on these kids.
It's kind of warm out though
Not
tonight.
Hoosier hysteria yet. That's not until basketball season. But it sure feels like it in the football.
I think Hoosier hysteria can be used at any time of the year.
Another first down for Knox. They're grinding it out. I wish we had a clock up there to see how much time was left.
Or even if it's first down or...
But it looks like Angola has 2 timeouts left.
The video broadcast we're watching from
I'll tell you
Knox
what.
is a crew out of Fort Wayne. So
yeah, Knox hands the ball off to the running back, and he's off to the races. You know, you want to go with your bread and butter.
St. Joe is just rushing 3.
And incomplete. So 3rd and 10 for the Brickies. Desperation mode indeed.
I have to start using the laterals here. A screen, lateral back and forth, and hope.
Yo, hook and ladder.
Hook and ladder.
Full of Bears trickery play with these lateral passes.
More like the Miami Miracle when they beat the Patriots. McLaughlin making it 3rd and short. Wow, he can really just milk this clock out.
Yeah. You're almost in
the referee
4-down territory right here.
is being shown in the South Bend game. Was there a call that we missed?
We still got a 20-7 game against Maryville. Maryville or Michigan City is punting on 4th and 17.
They moved him back 5, so.
McLaughlin first down. Clock still ticking. It looks like that was a penalty on Hobart.
Oh, it looks like
it's a 5 yard.
2nd and 15. I thought it was 3rd.
So now they have to go 85 yards. Pressure coming. He's going to take off.
Get out of bounds. And they just do it.
Looks like he got the first down, too.
5 seconds. So it just jumped up 2 seconds. This is it. This is the final play of the game.
Final play for Hobart. Looking to get into the end zone. They got to get a Hail Mary pass.
Oh, McLaughlin off to the races. Beat a man. He needs one more block.
He's still going.
He's at the 5. He's taking a man with him. Wow. Look at that one. Miles McLaughlin adding more yards to his already national record, getting closer and closer. He's got exhausted.
Here comes the pass from Hobart. And it's intercepted, and that'll do it for Hobart.
Here comes the fans.
St. Joe's.
Oh, there's a flag. There's a flag. There might have been a pass interference on South Bend.
Might be an untimed down.
It'll be an automatic first down for Hobart.
And it's going to be an automatic first down for Hobart.
If it's pass interference, it's 15 yards. It's not from where a foul occurred from. So Hobart will move up 15 yards. If pass interference,
it is a pass interference call.
That's huge. That is huge. One more play, a referee signals to the sideline. The students were ready to run onto the field, but now they have to go back. The band almost was on the field. Oh, and Drain just had a big run.
Knox just took a timeout, so both Angola and Knox will have 2 timeouts respectively.
Okay, there's a replay.
Yeah, they're showing a replay.
Was it a penalty or something?
It was a very odd replay because I didn't see anything happening. They were just standing around.
I thought they were going to show that Miles McLaughlin run again in that game. Again,
they've shown him a lot tonight.
There's this crew out of Fort Wayne that is covering the game at Knox. So that is currently what we're seeing on our monitor. They're not showing us down a distance or time.
Here we go.
It's going to be 1 second.
This is it.
For Hobart.
You just got to let it rip. To the end zone.
Oh, shit. Did he get it?
Caught it.
Catch it?
Oh, no, he didn't.
No.
He did not.
I thought he did. I actually swore. Sorry.
Pandemonium in South Joseph out in South Bend as the Huskies are regional champions, edging out Hobart by 3. What a finish to that game.
we're still not done because we still have about 5 minutes left in this Andrean game with them leading 39-25, and we also have Maryville leading Michigan City 20-7, still in the third quarter. So we still got plenty of teams here in the region that are still ongoing.
Got tripped up.
It's going to be a 2nd and goal for Knox, about a yard short. But what an impressive win for South Bend St. Joe's. Just incredible defense towards the end.
We got a Strachan Van Til's hometown scoreboard update. Penn is up 30-27 in the fourth. Don't know how much time's left.
Touchdown, Knox.
Got a touchdown, Knox. We'll go ahead and pull up that game. It is Penn and Fort Wayne Carroll. There we go. We got about 8:06 left in the fourth quarter.
And Kingsman ball.
Up 30-27.
Big 2-point conversion here for Knox. They get this, they can
9-point game.
2 scores, yeah.
And Drake can ice their game. It looks like they might be taking some knees here. Or it could be sneak. And it's a touchdown. And Drain can milk away that game.
See Matt? Alright, I can do it.
Fourth down for Penn. They're going to punt it away to Carroll with 7 minutes left in the game. We have Strachan Van Til's hometown update here, scoreboard update. Warren Central has defeated Center Grove 24-21.
Wow. That's a big win for Warren Central.
It is a big win. So that sets up, looks like it's going to be a Brownsburg, Warren Central.
There we go to all of our
6A.
There we go to all of our viewers. We do have the double box in of our Strachan Van Til hometown scoreboard and our last game currently in progress between the Andrean 59ers and Southmont. Again, video for that game will be on the IHSAA Champions Network, but audio only. You can stick right here on the Region Sports Network on Facebook, YouTube, and regionsports.com. Currently in a TV timeout at the moment.
Yeah, Drain just scored a touchdown. So they're up 3 scores. So they're looking pretty comfy right now.
Keeping an eye on the Maryville Pirates are still in the third quarter. They're about to score, though, so they are in the red zone at the moment out there in Michigan City.
Lafayette Jefferson is up 31-24 on Concord, and Concord has the ball in the fourth.
Once again, thank you again for tuning in to the RSN Zone. Angel Mile Matt Skura and Justin Cole joining us as we're here at the Athletic Performance Factory in Highland, Indiana, watching some football and keeping up with scores around the state. Usually it's just around the region, but with region teams being knocked out, we're getting deeper into the playoffs, or looking at other teams. But Andrean, they're getting very close to clinching another regional championship. Hobart was knocked out 10-7 just a few moments ago, and then Maryville in Michigan City. They're in the third quarter, as Justin mentioned. So as of right now, 2 teams are scheduled to make it out of the region and get to a semi-state, and that would be 2 Maryville-based teams, the Pirates and the 59ers. And those are 2 teams where Andrean has consistently been able to get past that hump that is semi-state and get to Indianapolis. But Matt, I've been a few times now from Maryville where they won a regional, got to semi-state, and can't get past it. And they've been able to get to Indianapolis despite all of their postseason success.
Yeah, they the roadblock for them has been semi-state, whether it's Carmel when they were playing or
Well, Carroll just scored the lead.
So we do have some scores from around the state that trickled in here. Westfield has defeated Fishers 20-10, so they're going to semi-state for the 3rd consecutive year. Brownsburg, the defending state champs in 6A, have defeated Decatur Central 47-23. Warren Central knocks off Center Grove 24-21 in 6A. In 5A, you have New Palestine beat East Central 20-6. Bloomington South beat Floyd Central 55-7. Roncalli knocked off Yorktown 31-27 in Class 4A. South Bend St. Joe beat Hobart 10-7. Fort Wayne Lures beat Twin Lakes 14-7. So Knox pulls out the win against Angola. They'll have to go out to Fort Wayne to play Lures. Adams Central beat Eastbrook 42-28. LaPel beat Indianapolis Lutheran 38-7. Brownstown Central beat Linton 43-18. In Class 1A, Pioneer defeated LaVille 34-14. South Adams defeated North Miami 25-21, as we talked about earlier. South Putnam defeated Sheridan 26-6, and Milan beat Providence 22-7. Some tight games there around the state.
Yes. I'm starting to get to that time of year where the games are starting to get more exciting as you weeded out some of the lesser teams, the not as strong teams, and it's just top dog against top dog, and only one remaining by the end of the year.
We have another Andrean touchdown. It is 51. Yes.
They dropped a 50 burger.
50 burger
in the regional championship. Is Carroll going to pull off a win here against Penn? That's going to be my question. This game has gotten really good down the stretch. A couple of lead changes in the second half. As Penn had the biggest win, I would say, of any other team in the region, or the state, I should say, as they were able to beat Crown Point, a team that's won regionals the last few years and even made to the first state game in 2023. And Penn themselves are undefeated.
Yeah, Penn was a
is good, so it is
team last year.
52-25.
They're all seniors this year. They're going to graduate in a good class.
But Hall, he's a competitor, their quarterback. He's made some big throws for him. And he just took a big hit.
So Hobart's done.
Hobart's done.
Andrea won.
Andrean is going to win. And we're waiting on, I think Maryville's going to win.
And Hanover Central in this girls basketball game on the Region Sports Network has a 20-point lead over Portage. That game's gotten out of hand in the fourth quarter.
Busy day in Northwest Indiana with, of course, our regional games here in the state of Indiana, as well as some high school basketball going on, not just at Portage, but I think there's some other girls basketball games going on across the region. So,
and again, like we were talking about, it's a good time to be a sports fan of any Hoosier team right now. I forgot to mention the last team, the Colts, number one in the AFC right now, with Jonathan Taylor having an MVP caliber year.
Yeah, Hoosiers are looking good too in basketball.
Yes.
Men's basketball team.
They scored 100 a couple of times already this year.
They actually look.
Could they have a new coach?
Yeah, the new coach has got them. They're hitting threes. They're not having that 5-minute scoring drought that's typical of the Hoosiers these last 7-8 years that they played. And
Purdue got a win last night on the road against Alabama. It was their first road win against a ranked team that wasn't a Big Ten team since 1982, I believe I heard.
Oh, wow.
That was against Louisville. It was a massive win for the Boilermakers early on in the year against a ranked Alabama team that's always been really good in the SEC.
I want to say it's 27-7. The Maryville Pirates leading the Michigan City Wolves. I believe that has now reached the fourth quarter. Just need to wait for it to come back from a TV timeout. They just went to another one. But, Maryville scoring another touchdown at Ames Field.
Pirates defense dominated Michigan City as they allowed that one touchdown and nothing ever since. They've been playing just shutout defense the rest of the way through. That's what could be carrying Maryville to a regional championship and a date with either Penn or, with the Lafayette Jeff, leading Concord by 7 at the moment. And am I seeing this right? Fort Wayne Carroll just got the ball back. The Chargers have to try and milk out 4 minutes and 54 seconds. And somehow they've been able to find ways to score 34 points on a very scout Penn defense this Friday night on the road.
Correction, it's still the third quarter at Ames Field. They have a minute and a half left in the third quarter.
Okay. So still a decent amount of time for Michigan City to get back in it, but they're going to need to find some answers relatively fast.
And a Michigan City touchdown, so it is 27-14.
Well, you see, you talk about it, that they need an answer,
Yep.
and then it happens.
Quick scoring.
Was it Zaire McKinney?
Couldn't tell because they went to a TV timeout.
Those pesky TV timeouts.
So many TV timeouts that we have across the state. This Knox-Angola game is pretty interesting. It's still a one-possession game, but
Did Angola score?
did they? Because it's delayed on this monitor.
Well, we're just saying, because I believe it was a 2-possession game, right? Because Knox got the 2-point conversion, or they get denied. I must have missed it.
They got denied.
They got denied, so it is a 1-possession game still.
Yep.
It was interesting to see how Angola and Knox have done it very differently on offense. Knox, they'll run it down your throat, steady down the field. Angola, on the other hand, they're going to air it out.
Yeah. And Angola played a barn burner last week, too.
They find themselves in another one on the road. Attempting to tie the game. And it's a little hard to see, but it looks like they're just outside the 20 of the Redskins.
Yeah, about the 23-yard line.
What a tackle.
Oh. Miles McLaughlin with the tackle for loss.
So
along with another linebacker, I didn't get to catch his number.
So he just lays the wood down whatever he's playing, whether it be running back or linebacker.
Yeah, but he's the one that popped up and was given the fist pump.
We just want to make a mention to all of our viewers that the Andrean Southmont game is under a minute left, so we will soon wrap up here on the RSN Zone. But stay tuned. Later tonight, we will have the RSN wrap-up show with Andrew Mild and Matt Skura, showcasing some of the final scores across the state, including some highlights from that South Bend St. Joe Hobart game, as well as Andrean and Southmont. You don't want to miss it later on tonight here on the Region Sports Network.
Just a few more weeks of this. Got semi-state next week in the state.
The state is the weekend of Thanksgiving, so that should be fun for some teams that are going to make it to state.
Call that Feast Week.
It's Feast Week in college basketball, that's for sure.
It's Feast Week because you get a cornucopia of sports, and you can digest as much as you want between the professional, college, and, of course, high school.
Angola is going to take a timeout in that game.
Oh.
Missed the layup.
After a breakaway, I haven't seen a missed layup. So Angola I think they just took a timeout talking about this final play. Carroll, on the other hand, they have first down, fresh set of downs on their own 36. And they're just stacking the backfield. There's 4 guys in the backfield.
False start.
That won't help out.
Tight end move there.
Man, oh man. I think, Matt, last time you and I worked together, we had nothing but blowouts across the board.
Yeah,
this is a breath of fresh air that we're getting some pretty close games.
Unfortunately, some of the better games aren't, either not going our way or not in our region, but still fun to watch. Tight games. And how these kids react.
Well, Penn is taking a timeout to stop the clock.
Again, some games have started at 6, some started at 6:30, and some started at 7.
Interception by Knox.
An interception from Knox.
McLaughlin.
Of course it was. Big-time players make big-time plays.
It looked like
McLaughlin just made another one, and that looks like he's going to seal it the way that Knox is reacting.
Yeah, it looked like Angola tried to throw a reverse pass.
Looks like we got a touchdown from Southmont, so it is now 52-32 with 32 seconds left in the game.
I'm happy I took the over in that game.
Yeah, that was very well covered by Knox there. They had 3 guys on the receiver.
84 points from Indrayan High School in their game.
Yep.
Carroll's
Andrea is saving the best for last. I mean, offensive output, special teams, everything.
They're going to be a tough team to beat next week.
I'll
say that.
Knox is taking a knee here.
They can celebrate. Angola's going to take one timeout.
They're hoping their last timeout.
They're hoping for a bad snap or some sort of turnover that would cost Knox. Carroll going to throw. Deep downfield in the near double coverage. Oh, wow, what a throw, what a catch. That was past Marcus Freeman's son, Vinny Freeman.
Yeah, that number 3 is their leading receiver for Carroll.
We have just reached the end of the third quarter between Maryville and Michigan City, with Maryville leading 27-14 going into the fourth quarter.
That's going to be a fun finish.
And Michigan City, they need to get something going on offense if they want to stay in the hunt for a semi-state game going on next week.
If Carroll can score a touchdown here, that would do it for Penn.
Yeah. Oh,
break away. And the Chargers are going to score a touchdown.
Wow.
That's a backbreaker right there.
I was at Penn last week, and they were going nuts. And I know that right now it's got to be pin drops in Penn. Because for them, they got to imagine after beating Crown Point, they thought they were going to win the regional, get to semi-state, maybe get back to Indianapolis, something that Penn is known to do. But this is a bit of a shocker for me.
Especially since Carmel lost. And
yes, they were talking about that too up in the booth. Wow, Carmel lost. But Carroll, they're 3 minutes, 41 seconds away from winning a regional and heading on.
Yeah. But, for as good as Carmel was this year, it's still the northern semi-state runs through Westfield.
It's true.
And Andrayan is going to win the regional championship over Southmont 52-32. So they'll be advancing to semi-state next week.
And the same for Knox as they start their celebration. So a couple of championship winners right now, and then Andrayan and Knox, and a couple more games to close out our night. Fort Wayne, Carroll, and Penn, and then Michigan City and Maryville. But as Justin mentioned earlier, with the Andrayan game ending, that also spells the end of the RSN Zone. Matt, any final thoughts on the RSN Zone before we wrap it up, and then we get ready later for the wrap-up show?
No, great games tonight. High-scoring affairs, a lot of points put on the board. Even in the tight games, there was still high scoring. So, looking forward to next week.
So for my partner, Matt Skur, and my producer, Justin Cole, I've been Andrew Milo. It's been the RSN Zone on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Got a little pizza sauce.
Ava, let's go.
Try it on.
The shortest distance between two people is a smile. That's why we're committed to fighting hunger in our communities until everyone has a reason to smile. Strack Van Til, where making life easier starts with a smile.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region's schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
At American Testing Services, based in Hobart, Indiana, we specialize in NDT drone inspections and heat treatment services for local mills, fab shops, and facilities across the country. From Northwest Indiana to nationwide, we deliver precision, safety, and reliability. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT.
Old Man Winter is just around the corner, and that means temperatures will soon begin to drop. And a region winter is not the time to be left out in the cold. The professionals at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling can tune up that old furnace or install a new unit that can last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable this winter, and with 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, 219-923-4441. Or for more info, the website is forajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
For 26 years, Armor Construction has been beautifying homes across Northwest Indiana. From expert roofing and durable siding to eye-catching custom copper work, Armor Construction does it all with the highest quality and integrity. Serving Lake, Porter, and LaPorte counties, trust the best exterior construction company in Northwest Indiana to protect your investment.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Life isn't always loud. Sometimes it's the quiet moments that matter the most. Of effort, of a dream taking root. And behind those moments, there's trust. Thank you for trusting Centier Bank with those moments and making us a part of your story. Thank you for the opportunity to earn your trust.
At Blyce, we're used to having the athlete shop at our store.
Down, sit, hut.
But sometimes they get carried away. Blyce, this is where the athlete shops.